What is going on, happy people? Yes, yes, yes. The month is already almost all but over. And Red Rover, send Chuck right over. Things are going well, things are getting done, and I hope the same is happening for you because life is moving so damn fast. It'll make your head spin. It's time to get casually uncomfortable with your host, Chuck Jerome. Viewer discretion is advised. Oh, look at that. Started the intro up a little early this time. You weren't ready for that. That is the randomness. That is casually uncomfortable. And I'm doing it, y'all. I'm having fun with it because that's all this is. This is just one big fun because life is too fucking crazy. So if you're not having some sort of fun and not hurting yourself or others, then live your motherfucking life. That's all you can do. Do it, baby. I dare you. I triple dog dare you. Listen, I know I was upset during the Super Bowl because Marvel didn't put out any, trailers for anything coming out this year. But I think they have well made that up with the new Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer that came out last week. And listen, I'm ready. It comes out July 31st, 2026. So, when someone goes over my episodes and, you're way behind, you know what year shit's going down. But it looked wild. It looked, a little more grounded. And it's got a lot of characters. So I'm ready for that. I just, I want to get my Marvel, I want to geek out for a second. And then at the end of the year, you got Doomsday. That's December 18th. Was that Avengers Doomsday? And that, listen, you had to have watched quite a few TV shows and movies to really, kind of be fully immersed in what the hell is going on. A good one to start with is Loki. I keep saying this, and I'll always say it. The first season of Loki, that is the best TV show that they have out. At the same time, they had WandaVision, and that was okay. And then they had Agatha Harkness. That was pretty good. But Loki took the cake, and really it's setting things up. If you haven't watched everything and you're not caught up, you could go and watch everything if you have time, but nobody has time to sit down and watch all those damn movies. I don't, especially not now. So I would get on YouTube and find someone who has kind of compressed everything. Maybe did a 20-minute overview of every movie and then how it just keeps tying into each other. I think that's good. Especially, Loki was the best TV show. And then right after that, you know what's the best? Daredevil. Listen, that is a great show. A great show. And that also leads into Brand New Day and it's all together now. Shit is really happening. The MCU is the MCU. And also, Daredevil Born Again Season 2 comes out tomorrow, March 24th, 2026. Am I going to watch it? Fuck yeah. But I think what I need to do, because I'll look this up later on, but I highly doubt that they are going to put the whole season out there all at once. They don't do that anymore. You can't have a binge party with your friends. You got to, honestly, what they might do is probably they'll put out the first 2 episodes And then the following week, every week, they'll just put out an episode until the shit's done. I hope there's going to be at least 8 episodes. Don't give me no bullshit 6. Give me 8 fucking episodes. I know this shit's going to be good. So, I'm ready. I don't know about you, but I'm a fucking nerd. I am proud to be a nerd, a geek, whatever you want to call me. That's me, and I'm proud of it. Listen, let's switch things up because I don't know what the fuck I did to my hand, but Saturday night, my left hand, you know, when you look at your hand right under your thumb, that meaty part of your hand. Listen, that shit tightened up. I don't know. I was like, is this arthritis? Has old Arthur got me? Listen, when I laid down, I went to the freezer, I got an ice pack, and I just laid on my back, and my hand was, opened as much as it could be. And then I just put the ice pack on my hand and fell asleep because I don't know what the fuck was going on. But even still, it's a little tender. And I don't know. The only thing I can think of, I played video games Saturday night longer than I have in a long time. Furiously playing some video games. And I don't know. I guess I got controller hand. Because that shit is tender on the front and the back of the meaty part of my left hand. And I gotta switch from hot to cold. And then when I woke up on Sunday morning, I took a shower and I pretended like I was some kind of fucking superhero that could stop the water with my hand and just left it up there to kind of loosen everything up. And I think I need to go with heat because I've talked about this before. When I go to sleep, I like it warm, not like boiling fucking hot. Like I want it warm and I can cocoon myself up. Damn, I almost didn't get that out. And when I'm under the covers, it's kind of like being in a sauna, a low-level sauna. And then you wake up and you crack open the covers and now everything is all loose and limber and you can start your day right. But it started feeling better once I got in the shower and I would just move my hand around. But it fucking hurts. I don't know what I did. I don't like it. I'm glad it's my left hand and not my dominant right hand, but I don't know, man. It's always fucking something. That's all I can say. That's life. It's about something. I don't know. Just getting old. Chuck has hit 41 and my body is just fighting against itself. So there's nothing I can do except fight it back and get my ass into the gym. Listen, folks, the world is a different place. People would rather videotape someone than help them. And me personally, I'm like, damn, that's crazy. But also, since this is a different world, you got to have some sort of, coverage for your ass. You get pulled over by the police. You should probably have some kind of camera in your car that at least comes on when you set it up, hit a button when you get pulled over so they can't say, oh, we didn't have, our radar gun said you were doing 125. And you're like, officer, my car barely gets up to 80. Well, the radar said you were doing 125. And then they didn't save it or some, shady shit like that. Or if you're out and about, I've seen so many more videos of people just getting their asses handed to them by someone, honestly, because they were fucking with them. Or because the person was just batshit crazy. But then people don't help that person, and they just stand there and videotape the whole incident. And that's good and that's bad. It's good because you got some kind of video evidence. It's bad because you're not being a good Samaritan. And then it's good because some of these people are ready to fucking sue you if you're the person being the good Samaritan. You've heard stories about it. I was watching something the other day. I don't know how real it was. Could have been an AI fucking story, but all these stories derive from some shit that has actually happened. A woman fell down the steps in an apartment building, and the guy that was coming around the corner, I guess, scared her, which made her trip down the stairs, and then she's trying to sue him, and he caught her. He caught her before her head smacked off the ground, and now she's trying to sue him. Listen, you've all heard weird, crazy stories like that. Oh, someone was in a car accident and a person moved them out of active traffic to move them to safety. And, just by moving them, they paralyzed some part of their body. And now the person that was being saved is suing the person that helped them get out of harm's way even further. Listen, I've been hearing stories about that since the fucking 90s. Even though I was young, family members would have the news on, and some of that stuff would stick with me. Like, I remember growing up, always hearing about the O.J. Simpson trial, JonBenet Ramsey, the Menendez brothers. That stuff, even though, during that time, I'm 8, 10, something like that, that was on the news. That was the crazy shit that was happening in the world. JonBenet, she got murdered. They're still trying to figure that shit out. OJ, he was murdering. The Menendez brothers, they were murdering. I guess their parents were treating them bad, and they said, no more, and fucking murdered their parents. That's the shit I remember in the news growing up in the 90s, and I don't even know. I don't really know what's going on. It's just embedded in my brain. I don't even know where I was going with this. It's just a wild world. It's a different place now. And people can't get away with the same type of shit anymore. You have your phone, you got that tied to you, you got your email, you got your internet, you got cameras outside all over the motherfucking place. You can't hide anymore. They got better DNA fucking tracking and all that type of shit. This is a wild time to try and be a shady piece of shit. They will find out. Like when you're driving and you fucking cause an accident because you're fucking TikToking while you're driving, and then they go and pull up your phone records, and the phone is going to show that you were fucking around on this app at this time when this incident occurred, then guess what? You're going to jail, buddy. You done fucked up. That's all that means. Just different times, man. It's different wild times. And they're just getting wilder. Listen, just like the name of the episode, Week 1 of my 7-week plan is in the books. And I'm super duper happy, and I'm so very proud of myself. Like, look, 7 weeks is going to go by quick. That's going to be a blip in my life. And for 7 weeks, I just got to buckle down and do my shit. And on May the 5th, life will change. There will be good things happening in my life. And I know I've talked about, a week is a short and long period of time. And in these next 6 weeks, I need to buckle down and lose a little more weight. I'm maintaining right now, but I need to buckle down. I'm happy that for what I'm doing. I'll talk about it later on once I start the episode new chapter on Monday, May the 4th, the day before everything really, really changes. But, I have time, and I'm going to make shit happen. Like, my whole schedule and pattern has changed. I get up early. I go to sleep early. Like, I am in bed by 10:20, 10:30 every day of the week. This is the first weekend that I had this past weekend where I didn't have the alarm on. I woke up whenever my body said, "Hey, Chuck, get the fuck up." And I didn't have to rush around and do anything. But it's a process. It's a change, and I am welcoming it because I only got 6 weeks. And I hope that I focus up and not fuck around. Because I got the first week out of the way. I had some snacks, some treats. I had a good time. I went to, probably shouldn't have gotten this at the Dollar Tree, but I went to the Dollar Tree and I looked at the frozen food section, and there was Milky Way ice cream bars. Now, I have had Snickers and Twix ice cream bars, but a Milky Way ice cream bar has become my new favorite for $1.25. That shit probably expired the day I ate it, but I didn't look at it. I just used my iron stomach and hoped that I didn't shit myself. And it was good. But I had my treat, to say, hey, week 1 is in the books. Keep going, Chuck. Kick ass, take names, baby. You got this. So I did that. But now I need to buckle down with the food because throughout the day now, I don't have time to fiddle-faddle around with lunch. I got to get out to my vehicle, eat at my half an hour lunch, and then get back in and keep rolling, baby. So, 6 weeks to go. And week 1 went quick. That's all I can say. And being thrust into this new change, it's positive changes. And especially with my sleep. I'm getting at least 7 hours of sleep now. And all throughout last week when I had to get up super early, I got up, and honestly, I did not feel tired throughout the day, even if I was going and doing a 12-hour day, getting home, packing my lunch, getting a shower, laying down by 10:20, 10:30. No games, no fun. But this week now I got to find a way to add in a little studying. Just a little 20 minutes. Maybe try and, I don't know. I was going to say try and get home from work a little bit earlier, but I'm at work. Anything can happen. Motherfuckers will want to take their time, so I don't know. But, yeah, I don't know. Well, I'll figure something out. But now another layer that I got to add on to this and understand that 6 weeks is going to be quick. I'm just happy and I am proud of myself because once I finish all of this up, I will get more and more into it after May the 4th. Because May the 5th is the last day of everything, but May the 4th is that Monday, that week. It's that week. So I just want to make myself happy. That's all. And when I went to the grocery store last Sunday, not this past Sunday, not, yesterday, last Sunday, I had to park far away because there was a shit ton of people. And I went to Walmart. I don't like going into zombie land because there's always some goofy motherfuckers in there. But I went there and I had to, like I said, park far away. And when I left the store, I had a cart full of shit. And immediately after I packed up my car, cart narcs popped into my head. And I said, you ain't going to be on an episode of Cart Narcs. But even if Cart Narcs wasn't my first thought, I try to be a courteous son of a bitch and put my cart in the cart corral. I don't leave my cart all over the place. Yeah, and I just think about when I talked, maybe a couple years ago about the cart theory and how people act with carts and what that says about you. If you don't put your cart away, essentially, you're a piece of lazy shit. And you shouldn't even go out to the store that you are at. And then the people that take time to put their carts away as not to fuck somebody's car up. I know you've seen a video where the wind caught someone's cart and it got that bitch up to 5 to 10 miles an hour and then blam, just hit someone's car. That's rude and fucking inconsiderate. So I don't want to be that person because I try not to be rude and inconsiderate only when I have to be. Chuck's a nice guy, but you push the right buttons, you won't even know who the fuck I am. And I see people, I watched a little old lady, and I don't give a, listen, you walked around that fucking store with that cart. I don't give a fuck how old you are. Put the fucking cart back. You, as an adult, should be able to regulate the time that you need to go to the store, to get to work, to fucking do anything. If you're scheduled at such and such time, being fucking 15, 20, 30 minutes late, that's not good time management. And you're a fucking adult. Get your shit together. I hate that because I personally will get to work and get to whatever I'm doing early. There's been a few times, shit happens, but I was still early. I may have been pushing it. If something said 6 o'clock, I might be there at, 5:57, but I'm still fucking early. And I don't understand. I couldn't put my cart away because I'm too busy. Well, you should have fucking ordered that online since you were so fucking busy. I don't know. All right, I'm going to keep moving because I could talk about that all day. Now that, summer is almost here, one little treat that I do want to have every now and again, which I've had, a week ago, was lemon and blueberry in cake form. Let me tell you something. You don't think about lemon and blueberry being an amazing combination. But I had a I don't want to call it a cake. Whatever. It was a lemon blueberry breakfast cake, and that shit was amazing. Wow. It was lemony. It was blueberry. And it had like a little sugar crumble crisp on top. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, it was more like a French toast lemon blueberry type deal. And listen, maybe that's what I need to. Ooh, I knew I wrote this down for a reason. Because what I need to start doing is making lemon blueberry water. Now, when I'm done this episode, I'm going to get online and look up the benefits of lemon blueberry water. Because there has to be. Because there's benefits to having lemon in your water. And I'm not talking going to a restaurant and squeezing in some lemons. Because, half the time, they don't fucking wash those lemons. They drop 6 or 7 lemons on the floor, cut them, and then go on about their day because, here we go again, they don't know how to manage their time, so now they're running behind because they probably got to work late. And they've been talking about pesticides and fucking shit like that more and more. So think about that. They got the pesticides, they're dirty, because they were just in a box in a truck somewhere, and then they got delivered, and this and that, and now they just cut it up, and you just, bloop, drop it in your drink. Now you got pesticide stew, and you're drinking it, wondering why you can't shit for a week. Yep. All right, I used some Edit Magic and looked up lemon blueberry water benefits. It says lemon blueberry water is a hydrating, low-calorie beverage packed with antioxidants, anthocyanins from blueberries, and vitamin C from lemons. It supports immune health, aids digestion, promotes glowing skin, and helps reduce inflammation. And that sounds perfect for the summertime. So I'm going to start doing that. Muddle in some fucking blueberries and lemon into my water, and that's it. So instead of cake form, I'm going in liquid form. And I think that's going to be the move for the summertime groove, baby. I like this. See? You learn a little something from the old Chuckmeister. Damn. So get your shit together before the weather gets too nice. All right, my Jeromies and my Jeromettes. Chuck is cutting out of here. Chuck's got to get ready to keep this week moving and grooving. So let's go ahead and hit that music. Don't forget, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. You can find episodes on there. Videos, not, of my face, but it'll have a picture of something floating on there, and you just hear me chitting and chatting, you know what I'm saying? And that's all at Casually Uncomfortable. And Twitter is at Casually Unchuck. So please, let your friends know. All right, I'll see you Wednesday. Got a whole mess of articles because the world is wild. But I'm out of here for now. So as always, don't be a piece of shit.